Yes, guys, we're live, and yeah, a show that I would hope you don't have to do, right? But you have. But this is a show we will do, and definitely have to do it now because we have to support our dear friend Jez Collins, right? But first, let's get into the intro before I give you my thoughts on what's happened.
Balotelli, Aguero! Premier League champions 2016, Leicester City!
Hope to see you soon. Well done. Bye-bye.
Cazorla, Giroud again, John Wilson! It's Gerrard. That's a great strike! McCracken getting closer. To the centre. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent! Van Persie arriving. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Robin Van Persie!
Wait, if there was an internet problem there. But yeah, we're back. And this show, we're doing. Literally, I had to set this up this morning. After what I heard yesterday morning. If you haven't checked my Insta, you would have seen it on Insta as soon as I heard about it. Big up Static for letting me know. Dear friend of the channel, Jez Collins. Yeah, Jez Collins. Obviously, everyone knows him from League Gunner's channel and obviously his own channel as well, Arsenal the history and the more. Which actually I've got to put that in the title actually. So I've just got to quickly add that in the title. So give me 2 secs while I'll do that. I'll do that in a sec. But yeah, it's what's happened is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting what's happened. Jay's, we all know has his own opinion on Arteta. He wants he wants the manager out, same as I do, same as Lee does. He went out for any for so the basically the story is he went out for the evening with his wife. Pleasant evening, and then on the way back to, they're not Arsenal fans, they're thugs, right? They're absolute scumbags, right? Jumped on them because they disagreed about the fact that he's Arteta out. Because he's Arteta out, these two thugs jumped on him, punched his own wife, right? Punched Jez's own wife, and then slashed Jez with a knife as well, right? All because the guy has his own, because he wants Arteta out. It's absolutely disgusting. Right? Apparently now, from what I've heard, is that they're in custody. Right? Throw them away, lock them the key, don't let them back out in society. Don't care. Right? This society is built on freedom of speech. And is it now we can't have our say on Arsenal Football Club now? We have to follow the narrative, right? And if you do, you're going to get attacked. Oh, this is a game of football, man. This is a game of football, right? What the fuck? And you guys, you two cowards, have attacked an elderly, I hate to call him elderly. It is Jez. Jez in law is an elderly man over his 60s, same as his wife, as far as I know. And you attack them and punch his wife in the face. Right? What the fuck? Over football. Like, absolute fucking wankers. Absolute wankers. Right? Absolute scumbags. Right? They're not part of, like, Arsenal was built on, like, having class. They ain't Arsenal fans. They got no class. They ain't got no class. They got no fucking respect. Right? To a man who's been there and been watching Arsenal since before they were even an itch in their dad's underpants, right? Before even his dad, before even their dad even thought about having them as kids, right? Which hopefully he's fucking disgusted with them, right? Before he even thought about having kids, Jez was watching football, was watching Arsenal, right? And these two thugs think that it's alright to fucking go and attack him because he has a different opinion about the manager. Right? You disrespecting manager, or go fucking get a life. Right? Seriously, it's is this what it's come to now? Is this what this world's come to? We're not allowed an opinion anymore. Right? We're not allowed an opinion anymore. So I'm not allowed to come on here and say that I want Arteta out. Same as if, and I'm not saying, and I'm like, and this goes the same way, right? People are not allowed to have their opinion saying they want Arteta in. Like, it goes the same way. Don't get me wrong, but like this is vile, right? And I want to do this vid, and I don't want to be sitting here forever talking about it, right? Because the main focus is Jez, and I've done this video to this stream, this show, whatever you want to call it, to support Jez, to show my support for a friend who supports me and my channel from the day that I met him on YouTube. From the day I met him, right? And a real friend is also one that is critical and gives you a really good advice about your channel, and he's done that for me as well, right? And still does that for me now, right? Like, and that's why I've done this, because I've got nothing but respect for the guy, absolutely nothing but respect. Manny, how are you?
First of all, you getting any echoes?
No.
Brilliant. I'm a little bit better than yesterday, and yesterday it was in the early hours of the morning where I am that I got news of the video that Jez put out on YouTube. And listening to those harrowing details, it angered me and it hurt me as well, because I've done a few streams with him and, of course, Warren Bartholomew from Warren's Team Talk on Del Boy's channel.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing but respect for Mr. Collins as a person and for his knowledge of the game and how humble he is and how approachable he is. He might give the impression of being a little bit uptight, but he is anything but. And for him and his wife to have had to go through that was just shameful. It was shameful that to accept that we live in a society where people can't even express their own opinions without running the risk of being slashed or even killed. He very nearly could have lost an eye.
If that fucking knife was 1 centimetre lower, or 2 centimetres lower, that gets his fucking artery in his neck.
Exactly.
Right? And he's a fucking dead man.
Exactly.
Right? Then we're talking about murder.
Exactly.
Right? Over a fucking game of football. Right?
Exactly.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to let you have your say, but I'm fucked off with it. Right? Right? I don't care if you are tearing. I don't care if you are tear out. right? We're all entitled to our fucking opinion, right? But if you even mention anything that doesn't agree with anyone, right, you get verbal abuse, and now you get fucking physical abuse, right? Let me get this straight. This guy, Jez has been supporting the team before I was even, when my mum was 5. She didn't even think of having kids when she was 5, right? He was supporting Arsenal then, right? So God knows, and God knows how, like, and yet these little fuckers, right, think it's okay to jump on two people. What's the fucking wife got to do with it? Why? Why are you attacking her? Right, out of anyone, what's she got to do with it? Like, it's you that it's Jez you've got the problem with, but you decide to have a go at her as well. No, I'm sorry, like, I'm fucking fuming with it because it's a friend. Like, it is a friend of mine that's helped me through a lot and still does now, and it fucking infuriates me. It really, really does. Right, I've got to go through some of these messages because they're piling in. I was going to pop in thoughts to Jez. I'm doing all right, but nothing but scumbag cowards are out to disgrace. Absolutely ridiculous. Doesn't cover this situation. Discussing the disgraceful behaviour. How would they feel if their family members were being attacked? We're having a different opinion. Absolutely. That's what you do, mate. Everyone's allowed an opinion. Why don't while I don't watch him because I don't like his content. To be attacked for that is a joke. It should be locked. Yeah, the only thing I say, Colonel, the only thing I would say about his content, the history stuff, is always welcome. I wouldn't be surprised if they're both watching this right now. They do this shit just to get talked. Makes me. Yeah, but like these pricks, I ain't fucking. They ain't gonna get named. They don't know who they are. No one knows who they are. Luckily, right? Luckily, I let the fucking public deal with them and let them fucking name and shame them. Right? If it was me, but that's just me. Like, fuck knows if they end up in jail, right? And the convicts in there find out what they've done. Like, Jesus Christ, God help them. God help them. Like, 'cause, like they ain't gonna take. The prisoners ain't gonna take prisoners there. Like, they're gonna get a whole new experience of what life's about. Yeah, we might drop the link in later, mate. Hopefully, hope Northside City would hopefully turn up today for the show. It was last minute, so no worries if you can't. But yeah, I'm fucking fuming. I'm fucking fuming. Like you can't have an opinion because you're Arteta out. So it's now perfectly acceptable because I'm Arteta out to walk down the street, right, and get attacked. Right now, bear in mind, Jez, like, though he's over 60, he can actually stand up for him, stand up for himself to an extent. I can't. So if something does something like to me, I'm dead. But
Exactly.
but this is not about me or anyone else. This is about what's happened to Jez, and like this really has just fucked me off to the point. Like, what is this world coming to? What is this world coming to? I can't get my head around it. It's fucking football. It's not like your fucking life depends on it. Fuck me.
That's the way it's become now. This is the world in which we're living in. You cannot have an opinion about anything, whether it's sports, whether it's politics, whether it's anything affecting the daily lives of people around the world or in our country. We can't have an opinion on anything without running the risk of being abused or attacked for it. What hurt me so much as well, apart from the nature of the wounds and how his wife was affected, was in some ways his decision to continue going on, because there is this saying, "Don't let the bastards get you down." And yet, it's perfectly now natural and perfectly logical to fear for your own safety, because bear in mind, this took place outside London, 55 miles away. And I was speaking to a friend last night on Instagram who has also come on Del Boy's streams, and who has done a few streams with Jez as well. It's as if people like Jez and Kenny Ken and a few others who live in the UK, who are sort of up among them, are pretty much on a hit list. It's as if people know where they live and are willing to attack them. And Jez can't defend himself that much anymore because he's not as strong as he used to be. He was supposed to be enjoying his retirement. Now it's as if he's got to live his life under the bubbles.
Manny, do you know what's worse, right? And he said this on his video, right? He worries now for the first time of going to a football match.
Exactly.
That was 6, that. You worry about getting attacked because you have an opinion on a manager. Are you serious? Really? Come on. Come on, man. This is just... I don't know what else to say. So... it really makes my stomach turn. It really does. I hope Jez mentally doesn't affect them, because... well, as far as I know, he's... when I spoke to him privately, they are planning to go away for a bit. From what he's told me. From what he's also told me, that she is shook up by it. Obviously, going to be shook up by something like this, but she seems to be okay despite the black eye she's got. I just and that's the other thing, and that's the other thing I just don't get. What's his wife got to do with this?
Nothing.
What, like he even tried to reason with them. It's like he even tried to reason with them. Just like, it's a football opinion, man. Just get over it. But no, let's go attack him on a knife, because that's the thing to do with these days. This is how to solve the problems at Arsenal, right? Let's go attack our fucking fellow fans with a fucking knife because we don't agree with their opinion. Like, for what?
Exactly. It's an opinion. It's an opinion. You have different opinions. You talk about it with one another, articulate your points, and if you still can't agree to disagree, and move the hell on. You don't attack each other like that. You don't even think of engaging in violence. And any and all violence must be condemned. Because there was an issue as well when Julian from AFTV was punched in the face and given a black eye at the end of a match. That type of violence as well does more harm to the fan base. And I'm not about to, say that Julian deserved that because he's Arteta in. No. I don't agree with his views, but I definitely don't agree with him being punched. He could be punched one day. What's the guarantee that he won't be bashed over the head the next, or having something happen to him? Any and all violence must be condemned, and we must condemn all of it, whether it's Arteta out related or Arteta in related. But what happened to Jez, his life was awful. They very nearly could have died, and they deserve better than to have their retirement effectively spoiled and hurt, shaken up by this attack. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like, for the example, right, and what's the other thing? I saw Lee on Straight Facts, and he was making a point about the fact no one's mentioned it. Now, I heard about it that morning, and though I probably didn't reply to the stories, I think Static sent those to me just like about before he went live. A fair Static sent them to me in that morning. I did my own Insta live as soon as I heard about it. But and then obviously afterwards, because I was gonna do like I was gonna talk about it before last night, and I thought A, I was well, oh, A, I had a migraine, so I couldn't do the shows, and B, I didn't feel that was right. I think it deserved its own show, like its own video, like its own. It deserved its own video support, right? Because this, like I said, this guy's helped us with a lot, right? But Jez has helped us out with a lot of things, so that's why I felt it doing this at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday, when usually sometimes we'd be doing a transfer show, is a lot more important. Um, I know Nilside had done a stream as well, which I saw this morning, and I, it surprises me no one else really, not many others have done anything. Like, where's I thought Arsenal's fans were supposed to support each other. Where is it? I mate Leah right on that one. Where are they? Where are these youth? These like even if you're not even if you're not an Ars, not even if you're a rival fan, but even if you're an Arsenal fan, like for an Arsenal fan, for example, like definitely where's the support? Like I mean, it makes no sense why no one's come out and shown support. I think the ones that we know, like for example, Gracie, Delboy, the rest of them, I'm sure they've supported Jays privately uh, uh, as well. But like, let's just say some people are quite happy to not say anything because it doesn't agree with because they don't agree with the opinion that he has. Um, but look, anyway, like, I'm not gonna start jumping saying you've not done this, you've not done that, you've not done this, you've not done that. Right, there's no gain in that. It shows the bad side of social media in a way the companies that run these sites need to take hate comments and yeah, but this is not even social media, mate. This is walking home in your own, and this is not even in fucking North London. This is in Horsham, West Sussex. Right, this is about 10, 12 miles from where my auntie used to live, where my auntie lives. Right, which I know is a very quiet place to live. Very quiet. Right, it's not even like social media driven. It's just the fact they've seen him on YouTube say that he doesn't agree with the manager and he doesn't like him, right? And they've decided to take matters. Let's take matters into our own hands. It doesn't matter, mate. You can do what you want, right? Jez will, and I said this to Jez, like, don't let these fuckers win and stop you, right? And that's why I think he did that show. I like and big up to him doing the show as soon as he got home, right? It's like to say, up yours, I'm still doing it. I'm still saying my opinion, right? Because we're not a police state. We're not North Korea, right? We're not China. We're not Russia, where if you say something, you're gonna get fucking taken away or something like that, or something's bad's gonna happen to you, right? Because you have a different opinion. You're allowed to have different opinion in this country. It's freedom of speech. Simple as that. That's the whole point of democracy. Uh, some people just need to just fuck off out of our society or just altogether. And it's yeah. You know what? I'll, no, I'll drop the link in now. If anyone wants to come on and like say say anything to support Jez, you're more than welcome to. It's only just we're not talking about football here. We're just going to talk about just anyway anything to support Jez. So if you've got anything say you want to say or any best wishes you want to send, then you can either put it in the chat or you can put it, or you can come on and say so yourself. I don't mind either way. Mike, all right, Mike?
Yeah, you. Well, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Actually, I'm not all right. But
No, I'm not. I am really, really fucked off.
like, I agree. First of all, I agree with everything you say. Is there an echo?
Yeah, mainly. It's to come back again.
Is it me?
Okay. No, it's Manny. There's something wrong with the mic. Go on.
Yeah. So, first of all, I agree with everything you say. Thoughts go to Jez and his wife. Completely agree with absolutely everything. And second of all, Jez always comes into, well, not always, but comes into my stream quite a lot because obviously, he said that he used to go to Newport games when he was younger at Newport's old stadium. So when he comes in, he says, "Big up Newport, are kind of like my second team," which I like. And then the one day he was like, "If you ever need anything, if you ever need, a shout out or anything like that to push your channel forward, then I'll be happy to do that." And I was like, "No, honestly, it's fine, mate. Like, you do your channel. I know obviously you're trying to grow. Everyone's trying to grow their own channel, which is absolutely fine."
That's the thing. He's the one of the nicest guys you'll meet on this planet, and he's more than happy to help you out, no matter
Yeah,
what.
and even said when I was doing a stream, he said, "I'm live in 20 minutes, but if you need any help before I go live, message me, even if I'm just about to go live." And I was like, "Well, that's kind as fuck, basically." Not many people would do that. Not many people would put their own live stream or their own channel at risk to help someone else. That's the brutality of it. But
Here's the thing as well, and like, for example, Craig has watched Arsenal on the night ever since '87. Yet Jez has told him things that about Arsenal that no one else would know. He told me about, like the historical Gunners show. I got it off the most of it was off the website, like the Arsenal website. So you'd think that would be pretty accurate. But when he called us up late that night to just explain that it was all right. The video was all right. It's just that the content, there was a lot still missing, and that there's a lot of detail that's like that. He was going on about such details that I'm like, where the fuck do you know? Like, I couldn't work out where to know this.
yeah.
Not even Wikipedia probably would know.
And that's what happens with a fan view of like a history situation, isn't it? They're obviously going to have a lot more deeper thoughts and deeper analysis of it because they were there in the flesh.
Well, no, because this was going back from the very start. This was like the origins of Arsenal.
Oh, yeah.
He
Sorry,
was
Jez, you
talking
got
about,
it, mate.
yeah. Like, he was talking about like the very start of Arsenal and some of the things that we were doing, and I'm like, and how some of the things that were described in the video weren't quite the way they were. It was actually this way around. I'm like, how do you know this shit?
Research.
You can learn it anywhere else. You couldn't learn it anywhere else. That's why I said anyone that doesn't, even if you don't like his content, go. If you are an Arsenal fan, go watch his history stuff. Go watch his history stuff because he'll know.
Doesn't he do like an episode of video of like a season in the past?
Yeah. I think he does like all like history content. That's why it's called The History and More.
Yeah.
Because he wants to explain more about the history of Arsenal Football Club. So, like, I honestly said to people, and I even said to people when I wanted to do my own version, I just said, look, this is not going to be as detailed as Jez's. Jez's is going to be so much more detailed than mine. Because there's things about the club that he'll know that I won't even know. So, and unless I got it out of him. So, like, just if you want to go watch anything, like, if you want to know anything on Arsenal Football Club, go watch that content because it's better than the website. It's better than Wikipedia. It's better than anything you'll find online. Trust me. Like, so, yeah. To me, the world seemed like a better place before 2005. I don't know whether that's because the things got swept under. Just everyone got. I think everything, mate. I think everything was. It was there was still problems there, mate. Like the thing is that you didn't have these massive platforms like Instagram, Twitter, to
YouTube.
voice these, to have these wankers like verbally attack people or physically or even physically attack you.
Stephen, I will pull you up on something. You said Arsenal fans. These people are not fans.
No, yeah, like yeah, these aren't fans. I've said this. They're not Arsenal fans. Right? Arsenal fans are supposed to be fans of a club that are built on class, and they've got no class.
Yeah, that's just two people looking out for a fight or looking out for
They
violence.
just doesn't matter, mate. They're just thugs.
And
They're just
anyway,
thugs.
like, why bring a knife into it? If like, it's just a.
But why
Look,
bring? But you can say why bring his missus into it.
that's a
What's
coward move. Bringing a knife. It's just that they're just a pussy basically. I hate saying that word, but they're a wimp bringing a knife to go and attack someone. That's just.
no? But even then, what's the wife? And even then, what's the wife got to do with this?
I know exactly what the wife has got to do with it. They want to attack him, and they want to make him hurt. So the closer,
No,
the person that is going to hurt him if they get attacked is his wife, because he obviously loves her to bits. So they've done that on purpose to like, well, I'm going to hurt you and I'm going to hurt your wife, so it hurts even more, sort of thing. It's
or
not,
because
which is disgusting, but I don't think it's aimed at the wife. It's aimed at Jez. It's disgusting. It really is, but
yeah, all because all and it's all because
he doesn't like the manager.
you don't like the manager.
Well, not even don't like the manager, because I bet people don't mind Arteta. They just don't like the way he plays, or don't like his style of play, or
It's
don't.
it's not that it's like
Because no one on YouTube knows Arteta personally, so it's not a personal thing. It's
no, it's just it's like with anyone. It's like if any not like it's like what Lee said from the start. If there's a novice that comes in and supports Arsenal Football Club, he's not going to support a novice manage his football club, right? So, and right, because a novice shouldn't be that managing a club like Arsenal at that stage, right? When they've never done it before, right? I've always said, right, I will never back the manager, right, in, like until he can prove that I can challenge for top four. Right? And the thing is that I've said this, and I said this so many times. It doesn't matter whether it's Arteta, Pep, Klopp, any manager, right? If I don't think they're good enough to win the league, I'm not going to back them because that's Arsenal standards. Getting back to competing for the league, that's our standards, and
that's the benchmark, isn't it? Competing.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
like Arsenal fans are not saying we want to win the league every year. They want to just compete.
that's the thing, and and that's what Jez is saying. He said if it was any other manager, right, he'd be saying the same thing. It doesn't matter. It's not a personal thing against Arteta. It's just they don't like the way he manages the football club.
People can get lost in what's personal and what's
Yeah, it's not personal. It's not a personal thing. It could be any manager.
Well, I bet Arteta's a really nice bloke.
I bet he is.
He's just probably not. Like he seems like a nice bloke. He seems like he can carries himself well. He dresses smart. He's not a no. I don't want to say this, but he's not like a scruffy type manager. He dresses smart. He approaches himself well. He doesn't seem like an idiot sort of thing. It's just he may not be good enough as a manager. That's all it is.
No, it's like I said. Is that it doesn't. Like I said, in the end, like what me, Static, Gracie, Jez, Del Boy, like Lee Gunner, all we're saying is that
Side.
like Northside as well. Like all we're saying is that it's we don't care who it is. We're not backing a manager that is clubs that has spent so much money and still not competed and still not got us in top 4 yet, right? And until he competes us for the league, it doesn't matter who he is. We're still not going to back him. Once he competes for the league with Pep and Klopp, right, with a proper title race, then we'll say we got it wrong. But until then, we're not changing our point.
Guys, coming from it, there was something mentioned in the chat. If you could just put it back, I think there was something mentioned about how people are blaming Lee Gunner for what's happened to Jez. Because
mate, like those people are bellends. Do you know what those people are? They fucking hate Lee Gunner with a passion, right?
Exactly.
So what they're doing is they're looking for any little thing. I saw this tweet, and then do you know what? I'm gonna fucking call this guy out. I'm gonna call this motherfucker out. Watch this, right? Because I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
Do you know what? I love calling people out because it's beautiful. Because then all the people are going to jump on their back for being a dickhead. Beautiful feeling.
Hopefully I can find it. Hopefully, if I can, right. Kenny Ken put something up, right, and this guy quote tweeted with this, right, to say that it's Lee Gunner's, like trying to make out it's Lee Gunner's fault, and these people replying in agreement, right?
They're just as worse though.
Look.
Des
Collins has only got sheathed, and they've got Lee Gunners. Like,
well, as soon as in fact, today is the best day that I've had for
absolutely dickheads, absolute wrong'uns, right? This ain't Lee on Lee Gunner. This ain't on me, Kenny. This ain't on this ain't on anyone apart from those two thugs. It's not like Lee Gunner gave him the fucking knife and he took control of their brain and said go and attack him.
Lee Gunner lives in bloody Spain, for Christ's sake.
No, but it doesn't matter. It's not like he actively said go and attack Jez. Did he? No. So,
man, some people are brain.
I'm sorry. These people are brain dead.
Yeah.
Right?
Brain, man.
Those people like that should be taken off. Fucking Twitter, Insta. I don't give a fuck.
Norris even. They'll get taken off Twitter and then they'll make the same username and just put
it. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. That's always the thing. But like I said, this. I didn't want to show that, but like the fact that people blame Nick Gunner, but I just had to show that example just to show that this is wrong as well. Like this is not on Lee at all, right? And
Lee's done all to do with it.
And Lee, and to be fair, right, and again, Lee is another one who's supported my channel from the first moment I messaged in his chat. He supported my channel from day one. Right, he's been on the channel, like, to support us and a charity stream. So why the fuck would he do this, right, to his own mate? Like, absolute dickheads, right? You have anything to have a go at fucking Lee Gunner because you don't agree with his opinion, right? And it's the same here. Let's have an attack on Jez because we don't agree with their opinion, right? If you can't handle someone having a different opinion, fuck off out of society. Go live in a fucking box, right? Go live in your little box with books or like word searches to do. Don't have any contact on Insta. Don't have any Twitter accounts. Don't have any connection with the outside world because you can't handle someone else's opinion.
And that's what this is based down to, opinion.
It is. It's down to a stupid opinion over a stupid fucking game of football. A game of football, man. I'm sorry.
To be honest, right? You take the football away from it. There's literally, like, I think Manny mentioned this at the top of the show. This is not just to do with football. This happens in politics. This happens in everyday life. if you say something and someone don't agree with it, it's like, oh, well, I'm going to attack you now. And it's just pathetic. It's really pathetic that you're not allowed to support a movement or support an opinion because you're worried about that. If I walk down the road and someone notices me, I could get stabbed. Well, killed. I get stabbed.
Exactly.
You could get killed.
Exactly, Mike, and that is why I think we all share the same hope that these two toe rags who committed this atrocity should be given as severe a punishment as possible. Something which will deter other people.
Manny, where's here's the thing as well. I even checked the local news. There's nothing on the local news. They're going on about recycling or the fucking drought or anything like this. Where someone's been fucking tapped with a knife and you're not reporting it. No wonder these thugs get away with it. Right? No wonder, because no one will know who they are. They'll go back out and do it again. Right? They'll get their time. Right? And and after 6 months of being a good boy, right, and not saying anything, they won't serve a 2-year sentence. They'll serve about 4 months. They'll come out of jail and they'll do it all over again.
But
no one calls it out. No one in the media calls it out. Why has no one in the media called it out? Why?
So it's not been on like the Horsham news.
No, it's not Horsham's news. It's not even. I looked online. It's not there.
Wow. I'm sorry, but
it's not there.
I
can't find it. Maybe it's me. I can't find it. Right, but I checked Horsham news. Right, West Sussex news. Anything like I couldn't find it.
Surely in like. Take like I said again. Take the football side of it. Surely in there.
I can also, sorry, Mate. I can also ask my aunt as well because my aunt lives in Sussex. I think she lives in East Sussex more than West Sussex, but they cover Sussex in general. She knows it covers Horsham news, right?
But they should say on the news.
She don't know nothing about it.
Forget that he's a football fan. They should say on the news that I don't know how old he is, but they should say that a man. Pardon?
A 61-year-old.
There should be a story on the news saying a 61-year-old and his wife were attacked by two people.
Exactly. By two thugs.
Yeah, and don't mention he's a football fan. That should just be
Exactly. Not even that has to come into it. But then I would actually say it's got something to do with football to show how silly it is.
Yeah, but the problem is, Stephen, if you put football into it, a lot of people are going to overlook it and think that, why are they doing this over football sort of thing? You should just forget the element of football and say that a 61-year-old man and his wife were attacked when going for a meal. That would be a better article to write. Because then people will be like, it's to do with football. He was probably, because I'm not saying this, obviously, but people looking at that article will be thinking, it's to do with football. He was saying so back to them, it got turned into an argument and he was part of the fault of it. You wouldn't mention that because you know what people are like. They'll be like, it was to do with football, so, he must be in the wrong, when clearly not.
Yeah. I reacted to...
You see that 9-year-old that, unfortunately... That's just. The world is crazy. The world is absolutely dead, man. Seriously.
Right. I've just also I've responded to Kenny's post because he posted or shared the video that Jez did last night on Twitter, and obviously I put my bit in and I replied today to Kenny. He said, you lot are supporting me from day one, so I'm always going to support you, Kenny, Jez. I'm always going to support any, here's the thing. I know there's a rift between Kenny, Jez, Lee, and AFTV and that, but, I always just support anyone that supports me. I'm not bothered about other people's rifts, right? Unless it affects me personally.
Stephen, you mentioned a lot of these idiots on Twitter. I want to call this person out. Another person who, is sort of like along with Lee, but there's a tweet over here which says
maybe save this one for later, because obviously just trying to keep it on because at 7 p.m. we're talking about having your opinion as well on the new show. So we'll try. That one was in particular because the people are talking about Lee Gunner being blamed, and I just wanted to clear that up. But this, yeah, I know, but I feel that this one, like, that was as far as I wanted to go. I didn't want to because it is about supporting Jez at this time, and then that's what we shouldn't lose focus on.
But here's another thing which I don't understand. You know, the whole attack was caught on CCTV, right? And so the camera won't lie. I mean, they can't fool too many people. It doesn't play any tricks, yeah? So surely with that sort of evidence, you know, you can see the ferocity of the attack, the viciousness of the attack. There should be no reason why these boys don't get full punishment. And yet,
But Manny, the justice.
Let me just say this: the fact that people can even consider issues that maybe Jez and his wife were perhaps in the wrong is utterly stupid. Two people are coming and attacking you with a knife. What are you supposed to do? Roll over and play dead and let them slash you? Morons.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know what is people expecting him to do.
Yeah, the problem is like
these people don't think when they actually message. That's why.
Yeah. Half of these people have got like messed up.
They've got zero IQ.
Yeah, and
pretty much. They don't think, do they? Like, do they bother thinking when they?
What they think, Stephen? They probably have had a shit day, and they're like, right, who can I take my anger out on? Who can I? And then they see Jez, which makes it 10 times worse.
Oh, they had a shit day. Oh, diddums. Come see my life, mate, and I'll give you a fucking shit day.
Try supporting bloody Arsenal. Well, not now, but...
Oh, shut up. Try supporting United.
You go and beat Liverpool, then. Go on.
Hey, this ain't about football anyway.
Yeah.
Look. Like, these people, like, honestly, it's such a shit day. Let's take it out on someone. Do you know what? I have a shit day nearly every day. I don't take it out on fucking anyone on social media or on YouTube. I just say my opinion. Like, I've got every right to have a shit day. Like, to be honest.
A lot of people, when they have a shit day, they'll just take a day off because they don't want to.
Did someone had a guy at you at work? Oh, didn't. Like, for fuck's sake. Like, for example, I mean, I don't want to bang on like the health, but like when you have something like what I've got, and you hear people saying, "Oh, I've had a bad day, so I'm gonna have a go at Lee and Kenny," or Lee, Jez, and Kenny, and I'm like, no, I've had 10 times worse than you, and I don't ever do that because I've got respect.
Let's be honest, they were probably on something as well, which makes it even worse.
Or they've been drinking too much, probably.
What time was this around of the attack?
This was in the evening, mate. They went out for dinner, I believe.
Like late evening?
It probably was. Probably about 7 or 8.
Yeah, they probably been drinking all day.
I don't know when the video of his went up, actually, to be fair. It probably was when.
There's a video of it happening.
No, there was a video. He came home straight away and did a video.
Oh, bloody hell, you scared the shite out of me then. I thought... No. He came home. I believe he came home and then he did a video after he calmed down a bit. Wow, that takes some bottle to do that. Fair play. Do you know what? Let's take a moment to realise how much of an incredible man he is to come home after a horrific attack.
And call these people out.
Yeah, like, fair play to you guys, man. What a... Nah,
most people would be shit scared of coming back on.
No,
if they do come back on, they'll be behind the camera.
That wouldn't be my worry. My worry would be I'm just shaking and just in like shock more than anything. I'll be like, oh my god, like what's just happened? For him to come home and big up to him, man. Even more respect goes to you. Come home and do that after that. Bloody, he's gonna get nightmares from that. Bless him. Actually, disgusting.
No, I'm sure. Look, even if he does or not, like the thing that I just want to end this on because we're getting to 50 minutes towards it. I just want to make sure that everyone knows that, like, and also Jez knows, and I want to just say this now. So I'll just, right. So as I've always said, everyone on here is welcome to their opinion, right? Everyone's welcome to their opinion, whether you're Arteta in, Arteta out. If you're a rival, if you're anything like that, you're welcome to your opinion. Lee, Kenny, Jez, right? They've all supported me from time, so I'm always going to have their back. There's loads of other people I could mention that have supported me. The list is endless. But Jez, I've known Jez for what, 7 months, 8 months now, really, since he first came on my channel. And the guy has supported me ever since. And he's been a true friend because he's also just been critical, giving us critical advice, which helps improve my channel. So, and he's always made time for us. So I've always got every respect for him, every respect for Lee, Kenny as well. But Jez, I've got respect for you. Always will do. You're always welcome on here. Anytime you can shoot us a message. You can shoot us a message at any time if you want to talk. You can shoot us a message if you just want to come on the stream and talk football. You're more than welcome to at any time. So, like, yeah, I'll send my best wishes to you and your wife, and hopefully these thugs get what they deserve. And yeah, we just carry on doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Well said.
Simple as that, really. But yeah, I think I'll call it there because obviously I didn't want to go on for ages about it. I'm surprised we went off an hour. So, like I said, if there is anything that was said wrong, it probably was just because of how probably upset we are about it. So bear with us on that one. But yeah, Mike, thanks for coming on.
You're very well.
As people know, you can find him on his channel, Mike Green. So make sure you go over there and give it a sub.
Don't I don't want to plug that. I just want this to be about Jez. We stand with you, Jez.
Yeah, absolutely. Stand with him. And actually, do you know what? Actually, I'll just say. Actually, I'll do this now. Actually, let me just have a look here. What I'll do quickly is if I quickly go on YouTube, I'll find his link somewhere.
Yeah. Very, very, very good idea.
There you go. I'm going to find the link. So, yeah. Right,
Let's get Jez to 3K. He's on the road. So let's get him to 3K, people.
yeah, let's get him to as many subs as possible. Right, links there, so make sure you go. Oh, I'm getting really bad echo again, money. Yeah, make sure you hit that like. You go over there, like his video, share his video, sub to his channel, give him all the support you need. He needs. And also, he's on.
Not just needs it, he deserves it. 100%.
Find him at jez.collins. Find him on collins.jez on Insta and give him a message as well, and support as well. But yeah, we're gonna leave it there.
Collins.jez, Stephen.
I think it's collins.jez, I believe.
I'm on that now.
let me have a look. Yeah, Collins.jez. Make sure you go and give him support and that. So, yeah. But we'll leave it there. Manny, thanks for coming on. I'll see you later for the Arsenal show. And yeah, see you later, guys. Hashtag support Jez.